Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Modi. So if you watched my previous video, by now you already know that my account was hacked. Yeah, they hacked this YouTube channel. I don't know if it was haters who don't like what I talk about on this channel, or if it was maybe random hackers that didn't have anything against me. There was just horrible people looking for an account to hack. Anyway, I don't know, but the thing is that I was hacked. My channel was hacked and I was logged out of my YouTube channel for 3 days. Actually, before this time, I have heard several stories about other people whose accounts has been hacked, and I knew what I had to do in order to avoid being hacked. But on this fateful day, I kind of let my guards down, and before you know it, my mistake cost me my account for 3 days. So what actually happened was that I got an email on my official email account, not the email account associated with my YouTube, but another one which I normally use in receiving mails. So I got an email on that particular email account, and the email was asking me to make a sponsored video for them on one of their products, which they called Power Director. Actually, before now, I have been getting so many sponsorship deals, which I don't take for one reason or the other. I have never done any sponsorship for any kind of brand, but this time everything was looking so good, and I was like, why not, let me just give it a try. At least this can be my first time of doing a sponsored video. They sent me this email. I went through it, I read the whole thing, and they told me if I agree, I should tell them so they can send me the contract, the amount involved, and every other thing. So I told them, okay, I agree, let's see what happens, send me the rest so I can know what to do. So they sent me another email, and in that email they sent a link alongside the email. They told me I have to download the app, which I'm going to be sponsoring on my channel. I have to download the app through that link because that will give me the access to my user ID. They said I have to get my user ID from that link, and also I have to download the contract of that sponsorship from that particular link, and I have to download the app itself from that direct link, because according to them, that was the direct link coming from them, the builders of the product. So I saw nothing suspicious about it, but I knew that there was no way I was gonna click on a link using my main YouTube Gmail, the Gmail that is associated with my YouTube account. Now, mind you, the Gmail I use in running my YouTube account is only logged in on my phone and also on my PC. So they told me in that email they sent, they specified that I had to download this app. I had to click on this link using my PC because the app works best on PC, not on phone. So I had to go over to my PC to download this app. Now, when I went to my PC, I looked for the mail, I couldn't find it, and I realized that the email is not saved on the Gmail which I use in running my YouTube account. So I had to go back to my phone, copy that particular message they sent me, and then I had to send the message to the Gmail which I use in running my YouTube account, which is also logged in on my PC. So after that, I went over to my PC and I clicked on the link. Now the link took me to a website where I had to download this supposed app, right? And they told me, they gave me instructions on what to do. So according to the email they sent me, I had to click on download anyway, because when you go to the site, Chrome is gonna tell you that this app is not protected or whatever, maybe verified by their website or whatever, that you should not download then, or you should click on download anyway. So according to the instructions, I'm supposed to click on download anyway. So at this point, I wasn't even thinking about hacking and scamming and all the rest of them. So I clicked on download anyway, and when I did this, I just saw a screenshot, something that looks like a picture of the logo of Power Direct. Okay, it was just a screenshot and nothing was happening. And after some time, I saw a message on the screen of my laptop that says the application and your browser is not compatible. So at this point, I'm like, wow, what is going on? This is not downloading, nothing is happening. I have just messed up. I think this Gmail account which I use in running my YouTube is at risk, it is at stake. And what I did was to immediately click off that platform. I had to close all my tabs. I had to refresh my laptop. I didn't know what to do. I was looking for a way to cancel what I did, and the only thing I could think of was to exit the application, exit the website, and close down all the tabs and things like that. So afterwards, I went back to my email, right? The email on my phone, which I used as my official email account to receive any kind of messages pertaining to my YouTube. But this is not the email that is associated with my YouTube channel. So when I went back, I had to write them again. I told them this application site is not compatible with my Chrome browser. What is happening? What exactly is going on? And I did not get any reply from them, and that was when I knew that these people were hackers. Okay, what am I gonna do? And I didn't think of changing my password immediately. I didn't even think about it. I was like, well, I have two-step verification turned on. I have recovery email turned on. I have a recovery phone number. If anybody's trying to hack my account, at least Google will notify me one way or the other. So there is nothing to worry about. Then exactly the next day, when I was researching the video I just posted recently, the video about a 17-year-old high school kid who was killed by another 17-year-old high school kid. When I was researching this video, I got a message at exactly 2:19, I think 2:19 p.m. and the message said, your recovery phone number has been changed. Another one came immediately saying your recovery email has been changed. Another one immediately came and said a passkey has been added to your Gmail account. Another one said your password has been changed. And immediately I went into my Gmail account. I was trying to change my password. I successfully changed the password, but then I saw that even after changing the password, I have been essentially locked out of my Gmail account, the Gmail account that is used in running my YouTube channel. Because for you to have a YouTube channel, you have to first have a Gmail account. Then from that particular Gmail account, you create a YouTube channel. So immediately I was logged out of this account. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared and I started crying. I broke down crying. Right now it's funny, I'm happy, I feel relieved, but at that point I was so frustrated. I was crying. And the worst of it all was that there was no one at home. My parents traveled to the village, and my younger brother, who stays in the house, went for a training. Okay, he traveled for a training. So I'm the only one in the house, I and the dogs, no one else. I didn't know what to do. I was super frustrated. But then I decided to go on YouTube and look for a solution on what to do and how to get back my account. So I started searching. My YouTube account was hacked. What do I do? So I saw several other videos just like the ones I saw in the past when I wasn't even thinking about YouTube's or YouTube hacking, and I started watching them, and it was very helpful. All these videos were so helpful to me. So the first thing they told me to do, one of these videos told me to do, was to reach out to YouTube using another YouTube channel that is kind of monetized to contact support directly. But then I did not have another YouTube channel that was monetized. It was only this one, and I didn't know what to do. Then another video told me to go to X and write to YouTube, tell them about the problem I'm having, about what happened to my account, and at the end of the text I should make sure I put at Team YouTube, so that Team YouTube will immediately get the message and know that they're the ones I'm referring to. So I went over to X and I said at Team YouTube, I told them my account was hacked like some hours ago. I have been logged out of my Gmail and I cannot access my YouTube channel. So after like 5 minutes, I was lucky, after like some minutes, 5 minutes I think, they wrote back to me. They asked me some questions. I think I answered. So after some time, they sent me a direct message on Twitter. Okay, a message that is more private. So I had to respond to them. And in this message, they have sent me a link where I can fill out a form. And the form has to do with some kind of personal things that are kind of related to me on my YouTube channel. Like they asked me the channel ID, my channel URL, right? No, my channel ID. They asked me to tell them the name or the title of the last video I posted, or the link to the last video I posted. I had to provide that. They also asked me to give them my AdSense pub ID. I had to do that, even though I did not give them that because I do not have access to the email which I use in receiving my AdSense messages, and I can no longer log into my AdSense accounts. But I told them that I have no access to my AdSense account during the time I was filling the form. They asked me so many things, like the devices I normally use in logging into this YouTube channel. They asked me my IP address, and they asked me about the location in which I always am whenever I'm logging into the devices, and I had to provide all of this. And they asked me to give them the screenshot of this email, and also to send them the link that actually hacked my account, the link that these hackers sent to me in that email. So I had to provide all of these things, and I sent it to them. And after doing this, I kept my fingers crossed. I have to admit that I was still kind of frustrated. I wasn't sure I was gonna get back my account, but at the end of the day, I was kind of optimistic. I was very happy because at least I was talking to a direct person from Google. Okay, so that kind of reassured me a lot. So after filling that form and sending it to them, I told them that I've already filled the form, and they did not respond, so I went to sleep. The next morning, I ran back to my Twitter account. I went to the direct message, and I did not see anything from YouTube. So I was kind of I wasn't happy. So I decided to go back to my Gmail and try logging in again. Normally, when I go back to my Gmail to try to log in into this account, I would be told to provide the password, and when I say I don't have the password, they would tell me to give them the recovery Gmail, which I don't have anymore because they've changed it and replaced it with something else. And they would tell me to maybe put in my passkey, which I don't have, or they tell me to put in the recovery phone number, which has already been changed. So this time around, when I woke up and I went back to my Gmail, I immediately clicked on the mail to sign in, and they told me to update my password. It told me to recover my Gmail, so I had to put in a new password. I confirmed the new password and I sent it, and immediately they logged me into my account. So I was so happy. The next thing I did was to go securing my Gmail account so that the hacking doesn't happen anymore. I kicked out their recovery phone number. I kicked out their recovery email address. I had to kick out other subsequent, what did they call it? They called it I've forgotten what they called it, but it was like an alternative email address that they can use to log into this account, because they added an alternative email address. So I had to kick that out. I had to secure the account. I had to put my own two-step verification on back, and I had to put on my recovery email, recovery phone number, and everything, and I secured my account totally. And I was back into my account, and I'm so happy to announce this to all of you, because I couldn't imagine not speaking to you guys again. I couldn't imagine not seeing your comments down in the comment section. I couldn't imagine missing out on this little community that I'm building here on YouTube. And I'm so happy and so forever grateful for YouTube for giving me access back into my account. And at the end of the day, I have to tell you guys, I still went back to my Gmail and I had to test back these hackers. I had to reply them. I had to write to them again. I told them some choice words. I was kind of a bit rude. I wasn't really rude, right? I was just like, they're gonna read what they sow, and I am wiser now. You cannot hack the owner of the account, the owner, and this business is kind of disgusting. You should look for something better to do with your time and stuff like that. I wasn't rude, but I was kind of very raw in the way I spoke to them. But at the end of the day, I am happy that I got back to my account, and I'm happy that I'm making this video again for you guys. So in case you are a creator out there, or you know somebody who is a creator and whose account has been hacked, maybe you can send them this video. And also, if your account has not been hacked, please learn from my mistake. Okay, I already know these things. I already know what not to do in order not to have my account hacked. But at the end of the day, I laid down my guard and I forgot about all these, and that was what brought me to this particular situation. But however, I'm happy that at least I experienced this. Now I am wiser now, yeah, and hopefully I'm never gonna make this mistake again. Okay, so thank you for watching this little story of mine. Like this video, share, subscribe. Do not forget to come back for the next video. Anyway, thank you for watching. Peace out.